Imagine this. In just a matter of days, a tiny being inside the womb begins to look more and more like a newborn. Eyes shift into place, tiny wrists and ankles take form, and the very first signs of teeth appear. What was once a cluster of cells only weeks ago is now a recognizable little human, already showing reflexes and instinctive movements. This short but remarkable period, weeks 10 to 12, marks one of the most fascinating stages of pregnancy. By the 10th week of pregnancy, a major milestone is reached. The embryo officially becomes a fetus. This transition is not just a change in terminology, but also a reflection of incredible biological progress. At this stage, eyes move forward. Early in development, the eyes form on the sides of the head. By week 10, they begin moving toward the front of the face, creating the more familiar human appearance. Diaphragm development. The diaphragm, a dome-shaped muscle essential for breathing after birth, begins forming. It separates the chest cavity, where the heart and lungs are, from the abdominal cavity, where the stomach and liver reside. Bones replace cartilage. Until now, the skeletal framework has mostly been made of soft cartilage. This week, ossification begins, and bones start to harden, formation of wrists and ankles. These joints appear, marking the early ability of limbs to bend and move more naturally. By week 10, although still tiny, the fetus already measures about 1.2 inches long. Imagine a small kumquat resting in your hand. That's roughly the size of a 10-week-old fetus. Week 11 is particularly striking because of the rapid changes in proportion. The head alone accounts for nearly half the fetus's total length. While this may sound unusual, it's a normal and necessary stage of brain development. Other notable developments include eyelids fuse. The delicate eyelids seal shut, protecting the eyes as they continue to form. They will remain closed until around week 24. Ears reposition. Initially placed lower on the head, the ears gradually move upward toward their normal position. Teeth begin to form. Tiny tooth buds appear beneath the gums, setting the foundation for baby teeth that will emerge months after birth. Growth spurt. By the end of week 11, the fetus measures around 2 inches long and weighs approximately 10 grams, about the weight of a paperclip. That's also about the size of a strawberry or a small caterpillar. What's even more fascinating is that while you can't feel it yet, the fetus has started to move. Early reflexes and spontaneous motions give a glimpse of the growing nervous system. By week 12, the fetus enters a new level of development, and the changes are breathtaking. Here's what happens. Lungs fully formed. While they won't function until birth, the basic structure of the lungs is already complete. The fetus even begins practicing breathing movements, inhaling and exhaling amniotic fluid. Thyroid and pancreas mature. The thyroid gland, which regulates metabolism, and the pancreas, responsible for insulin production, are now fully formed. Skeleton development. The cartilage skeleton is gradually being replaced by bone, giving the fetus a stronger and more defined frame. Reflexes emerge. If the forehead is gently touched during an ultrasound, the fetus instinctively turns its head away. A remarkable sign of neural activity and reflex development. Sexual organs form. By week 12, external genitalia begin to develop, though it may still be too early to determine the baby's sex on an ultrasound. By the end of this week, the fetus is about 2.5 inches long, similar to the size of a lime, and weighs around half an ounce. These weeks may seem early, but they are crucial for long-term health and development. Here's why. 1. Organ foundation is complete. Nearly all major organs are formed by week 12. From this point onward, they grow and mature. 2. Reduced miscarriage risk. Statistically, once a pregnancy reaches 12 weeks, the risk of miscarriage drops significantly. 3. Visible human features. By the end of the first trimester, ultrasound scans clearly show a recognizable baby shape with arms, legs, and facial features. 4. Beginning of individuality. Traits like reflex responses, early hormonal activity, and even unique fingerprints begin to appear in this stage. For many parents, seeing an ultrasound around week 10 to 12 is a deeply emotional experience. The heartbeat is strong, the baby is active, and the reality of new life becomes undeniable. It's often the point where many parents begin to share the news with friends and family, marking the transition from a private journey to a shared celebration. Nutrition is key. Folic acid, calcium, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids remain essential. A balanced diet supports the rapid development of bones and organs. Regular checkups. Doctors may recommend first trimester screening during this time to check for chromosomal conditions. Stay hydrated. Amniotic fluid is constantly being replenished, and hydration supports a healthy pregnancy. Rest and self-care. Fatigue is common due to hormonal changes. Adequate rest helps both mother and baby thrive. After week 12, the second trimester begins. This is often considered the most comfortable stage of pregnancy. The baby's growth accelerates, movements become more coordinated, and soon enough, the mother may feel the first gentle flutters of kicks. The foundation laid in weeks 10 to 12 makes all of this possible. Think of it as the blueprint phase, where the major structures are in place, and the next months are about fine-tuning and growth. The miracle of life unfolds quietly but powerfully inside the womb. From the shifting of tiny eyes to the first signs of reflexes, weeks 10 to 12 remind us just how extraordinary human development truly is. If you found this journey through early pregnancy fascinating, don't stop here. Share this article with a friend, future parent, or loved one. And if you'd like to keep learning about the stages of fetal growth, parenting tips, and maternal health, make sure to subscribe to our newsletter or follow us for more updates. Every week brings new wonders, and you won't want to miss a single step of this incredible journey.